Okay, here's the last dosing of the hour period. You can see it starts. First one spins. The second two do their slow thing. You know, just like the other times. If I come down, you can see, let me do this. You can see the water just barely drips out. So it's not an air issue, I don't think. There's no air being trapped in the line or anything like that. It just slowly drips. This side the same way. It slowly drips. Okay? And then of course towards the end it speeds up again, and then those two stop. You'll always notice the middle one seems like it finishes before the first. Now if I come down to my containers, let me see if I can get this. This guy is just under 100 milliliters. So I didn't quite get 100 milliliters this time. The second middle guy is right at 80, a little under 80. And then the last guy is, you can see that right at 50. Okay, so I've got 50, I've got 80, and I've got 100. So I was expecting a little more in this one actually, but I did not get it. I thought it'd be 60, 80, and 100. But I only got 50 this time. Okay, so you can kind of see how that's working. Now, what I'm going to do real fast is, excuse me for a second, I'm just going to dump this RO water in my fish tank real quick, and I want to show you what happens when I do a quick dose while I'm videoing here. Let me put the line, sorry I got the camera kind of going everywhere. Okay, but now I'm going to come over here, and on my, it might be blurry for you, but I'm going to go there, I'm going to do a quick dose of let's go down, I'm going to quick dose 80 milliliters, and let's see what it gives me on the first pump. Okay, so as you can see there, 80 milliliters, I'm going to push quick dose, and you can see it spins freely. Kind of blurry. There we go, I got to focus. It spins freely, nice and quiet. We come down here, you can see it's coming out at a fairly good pace. Okay, it's kind of touching the wall there, so my line's kind of curved, but you can kind of see how it just comes right out there. I'll let that go and let it run down the side, and as you can see, she's cruising away there. Take it a second to do 80 milliliters. Maybe I should have done 50 or something, but that's alright. And if I come down here, you can see I'm try to turn my beaker a little bit so you can see the numbers. I'm closing in on 80, and it stopped right below 80. That's that line right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's 80. So it looks like it gave me about 78. Now I'm going to click home. Home. Now let's try the middle one. I'm going to do quick dose. I'm going to do that guy on 80, the same. And just to show, quick dose 80, I got my line in the cup. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to push quick dose. Now you can see when I quick dose, it runs nice, fast, and smooth. And if you remember in the other videos, the second pump, the middle one, would sit there and run real slow as it was dosing. The first pump would run the exact same when it dosed and when it quick dosed. The middle one runs slow when it's dosing, but it runs nice and fast and quiet when it's quick dosing. Okay, and the same thing as the first pump. If I come down here and show you, it's coming out nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm going to let that run, and as you can see, let me see if I can get a zoom in here, make it clear. I'm coming up to the 60 mark. So it just hit 60. I'm coming along, and $70. Oh, that's right, I changed it to 80. I was thinking 70. And I'm coming up to 80. I hit 80. And it went to 90. So that gave me 90. You see that? 90 milliliters, but I have it set for 80 milliliters. Okay, so let's try the last guy now. I'm going to go back. Let's try this guy. Quick dose, I'm going to do 80 on this guy. $80 milliliters. I got the line in. Now watch this guy when I do quick. Nice and fast and smooth. It does not go slow and make a lot of noise like when it's dosing normal. Okay, so you can kind of see the difference between a quick dose and a normal dose. And again, just like the other guys, nice and fast, no air in the line at all. It's not sucking any air. Okay, so we'll let that guy run. Okay. You can see here, there's no air in the line, running nice and smooth. Come down here. I just hit the 60 mark. Coming up to the 70. And I stopped at 70. See that? 70, 80. So the first guy gave me about, I guess, 78 when it should have been 80. This guy gave me 90 when it should have been 80. And this guy gave me 70 when it should have been 80. So, unlike my email, I said in my email I got the exact amounts. For some reason this time I didn't. Okay? Now I did the other day. I don't know what the difference is today. Obviously maybe because I'm filming it's going to want to act a little different. But that's what I got. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and pour that in my tank real fast. And I guess while I'm here, I might as well just run through a quick calibration real fast just to show you. Let's see if I can get this focused. If I go to the pump, I do, oh wait, I have to go home, I have to go setup, pumps, calibrate, elk. It's going to want me to vent, so I'll click vent, see it's going to run, and that's steps 1 of 3, and it just kind of vents there. There's no air in the line, and I guess when I'm up to me, I'm going to stop it. Okay, now it says fill 1 by 10 milliliters, so let me go ahead and dump that out. So I start fresh, put that guy in there. Now when I push this button, it's going to run, and it should give me 10 milliliters. Okay, now if I come down here and look, it gave me kind of hard to see, but to me it looks like it gave me exactly 10, maybe just a hair under, and that's because my shelf is leaning forward just a little bit. So of course, because I'm videoing for y'all, it's going to give me what I need. So I'm going to leave it at 10 and I'm going to hit a check. Now steps 3 of 3, I guess I do it one more time. And this time, it does it in like pulses for whatever reason. It doesn't run smooth. Okay, now if I look down here, I have, as you can see, I've got about 17. That actually didn't give me 20, you know, I should have had 20 because I didn't empty it. But it only gave me like 17, or I would say 7 that time, 7 or 8. Okay, so the second time around I didn't get the right amount. So at this point, it's asking me enter the amount, so I'm going to say it only gave me, let's say 8. Hit the check mark. Well, here, let's do fill again. See, if I hit fill again, it doesn't really do anything. So I guess at this point, I have to just hit the check mark and accepts it, and it goes out, okay? So, with that said, it seems to me like it should be calibrated. So, I'm going to go back, home. Okay, now on this pump, I'm going to tell it to give me another quick dose, but let's just do... Let's do 40 this time. Quick dose. It runs. It's going. Now again, you know, I've done all of this in the past, so I can't really reprogram it and you know, let it run for you. But I'm just kind of showing you how I quick dose and calibrate. And even though I did this the first time, it still didn't, you know, it still didn't dose correctly when I told it to give me the 100 milliliters, 10 milliliters at a time over an hour period. So this guy just gave me, as you can see, it gave me about 35 milliliters. So no matter what I do, I just can't get this thing to give me, and see right there, it says it should have gave me 40. So no matter what I do, I just can't get this thing to give me the right amounts no matter what. Okay? And, oh, one thing I do want to show you while I got you here again, if I go home, if I go info, numbers, and there you go. My firmware is 1.373, the one you gave me. My serial number is 119. Runtime is almost 3 hours. Okay, I did do a factory reset, like I said. You know, I did everything in the original emails. So at that, I'm just going to go back home. Okay, and I'm just going to leave the programming like it is, and I'll see what it does tomorrow from 9 to 10 o'clock. I may push it back to say 7 to 8 o'clock. See if it'll give me the 100 milliliters, but I doubt it will. Thanks, Jennifer. Talk to you later.